EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Commanders of Austin. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Colston Loveland, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever until you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You can get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stroud looking to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
18.
And Stroud now to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. He's into space past the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Gets around it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And all the way in for the touchdown. Roma Dunze, 49 yards. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
Commanders 12, Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. Into space at the 45. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 22.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On the quick, right? At 18, that's it.
Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A gain of 15.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5. to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
First and goal, Seattle.
Here we go. 19 Texas. 18.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Just shy of the goal line. On gain of 5 yards. Brings up third.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Stroud to throw it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Commander defense able to hold. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Come on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 70. 18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Roma Dunze with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, and I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because
Michael Wilson, 42 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score. Commanders 19. Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Stroud. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Ready. Set up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud swinging this out for Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action. Touchdown, Seahawks. Michael Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Commanders 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier. but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Looking to throw. Stroud. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this is caught at the end. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down.
Deputy! Bronco 80! Dragon 60! Pioneer!
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of
19 life.
3rd and 1.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. Wilson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
18. Under.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 3rd and 9.
White, Tony. 18.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his man London right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Stroud. That one deep for London. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brian Burns. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hold
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Harmon. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Hold the ready. 18 Bradley. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Stop. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 19.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Cowboy 80.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.